Howdy folks, today we're playing Esper Planeswalkers with Luxior Giada's Gift and Brothers War Standard. Shout out to Slicers for submitting this deck, and let's see how many games we win with it. Okay, so our opponent's deciding if they want to mulligan or not, and I think this hand is pretty keepable for us. We have Kaito on 3, and also a removal spell on 2. What we don't really want to see here is probably an artifact-based deck. Hopefully I did not will that into existence, but we'll see. See what our opponent's leading on. They kept 7, obviously. We're leading on this Raffine's Tower. Having Raffine's Tower on turn 1 is pretty good. I mean, we could theoretically have a Luxor, but outside of Luxor, I think this is our best turn 1 play, Raffine's Tower. It's kind of sad, but that's where we're at. Opponent plays a green-white land. Could be on the Enchantments deck. See what they got here. Green white looks like probably yes. Economy of Transients, okay. We're gonna go ahead and play. I'm gonna go ahead and pass. See what else they have here. Nice thing is we should be able to make the ninja, and we should be able to get an attack. And most of the stuff they have is at sorcery speed. If they want to kill a ninja with a Kaito, that's fine. See what they got. We'd rather not kill the Kami, especially if we're going to kill whatever enchantments they have. So they're just going to get the Kami back, but we'll see. Restoration of a Ganjo. Okay. In this instance, I think that means we're going to kill this Kami. Get this Kaito down with board pressure looking not too bad. They can discard anything to get it back, but I think we're fine with that. You can just get the Kami anyway, so I think using the Restoration to get back the Kami is probably a waste of the Restoration trigger. Alright, Kaito phasing out.
Bet you can't catch us.
This matchup we really like Farewell, so I don't know how well we're going to do in it without it. Cutting up planes. Okay, opponent's thinking about their Ganjo trigger. See what they want to do with it. I don't know. It seems like the easiest thing to do is just card up planes, get it back, and then ramp that way. But we'll see what they decide. Botanical Plaza. Okay, they're gonna ramp, but not for this turn. We'll see what they do. Spirited Companion, okay. Fine with that, certainly. And they're gonna pass, it looks like. It means we're gonna get in with our 1/1. Draw our card. Kind of tough that we don't have anything to play here. Not sure what our opponent is thinking about here. They could think about killing our ninja. What 2-mana green-white spell do they have? It could be a fight spell, I guess. Could be a really odd inclusion in this deck, though. Give our opponent a Year Ago so they know they're holding priority. The opponent stops holding priority. We attack. Just so we can get to plus with the Kaito. Necros Astvobi. Feels like they're double queuing or something. I don't really know. I mean, they're playing MTGO on the side. I don't really know what's going on there. They're absolutely just taking years right now. I hope we destroy our opponent for taking years to decide when I don't even know if they have anything that they could keep up. Okay, next to damage, yes. Well, their fuse timer's going down again. I'm broken. Can't even speak straight since I'm just baffled at what's going on over here. Okay, they get yet another time to rope us. Okay, they let that go through. The Shattered Sanctum and pass. Okay, I'll put on untap. And they draw to get this restoration going. Generous Visitor. Yeah, that's what we didn't want to see, because we didn't want them to put the +1/+1 counter on the Spirited Companion. Question here is, do we think that this Kaito is worth it. I go for the throat here. Kind of feel like it is. See if they attack it first, though. Looks like they will. I just feel like we have to find something else to do with our mana next turn. I don't think we want to just play another Kaito and replenish here. I think we'd rather just keep this Kaito alive, draw some more cards. See what our opponent's on, though. They're gonna blink companion. Okay, sure. Draw their card. Tap with our 1/1. Phonograph's not bad there. Wandering Emperor not bad either. This has vigilance, sadly, but that's alrighty. So you have to put the +1/+1 on. If it's the Architect, I think we'll kill it in response. Companion, sure. Plays a land. Go to combat. Let's create a 1/1 spirit. How much do I care about the spirit? I think I'd rather exile with this Wandering Emperor, so I don't really care about the spirit that much. All at Kaito. Okay. That's fine. We have a second Kaito, or we can have the Sanctuary Warden. Time to exile the Spirited Companion.
Now you've done it.
Do you have another Touch the Spirit Realm? It's possible. It's definitely possible they do. Keeping this Infernal Grass up for the Michiko's Reign of Truth. Right, it's drawing a card. Okay. That's fine. Fine with that.
My judgment is.
I'm hungry. Gonna get a snack.
See what else they have here. Chukai Naturalist. That's fine. I feel like our opponent must not have had... Yeah, I feel like our opponent must not have had a good way to... Sorry, I'm thinking a good way to exile our Planeswalkers. They just went all in on them. But I'm not really reading our opponent as having one of the... like... Touch the Spirit Realm effects for Sanctuary Warden here. Could be wrong, but Tilda, sure. We have the Infernal Grasp for that. Circle of Confinement, sure. You're gonna get our 2/2. That's fine. We can block anything though. They tag with everything to kill this Wandering Emperor. We'll definitely take the opportunity to block something for free. Yeah, I think it's worth the shield token to kill the Naturalist.
Back to wandering.
Comet comes back, that's fine. Another Wandering Emperor is solid.
I won't let Kamigawa fail my family.
Attack with Sanctuary Warden, get a counter from the Kaito, make a
Is that all
citizen,
you got?
draw a card. Also gonna draw a card from the Kaito. We'll be having Cut Down, Wandering Emperor, and Kaito up. Yeah, I think we'll kill this in response. Probably should have killed that before. It's my bad.
There's no
Another turn, we have this Cut Down up. You can kill the 2/2, the 3/3. Yeah. Whatever they attach this to is gonna get Flying, Lifelink +X+X. They give it to the Rest Architect. That could be kind of rough for us since we don't have a way to remove it with the Wandering Emperor. We'll see if that's what they do. It has the Vigilance, so it can block the Sanctuary Warden. That seems to make the most sense to me. Economy, sure. See if they try to attach it to a creature we can kill, like this generous visitor or something. That would be ideal for us. Okay, they make the correct play, it looks like. So we're gonna need to draw a removal spell for this Architect or a Wrath. Yeah, we can't do anything about this 12-13. It's coming in. So let's see if we can draw a Wrath. Draw a discard, not a Wrath. Discard this Swamp probably. I'm gonna try to cycle this, see to hit a Wrath right now. Otawara is not bad. I'll go ahead and pass here. So we're not dead right now, which is nice. Weaver of Harmony, it's fine for now. Something we can kill with the Wandering Emperor. Okay, putting the +1/+1 on the portrait, sure. So we have the Otawara and Cut Down right now. Yeah, I think we'd have to go ahead and bounce this Architect right now. Then a combat step. Get the backside of Catilda out of here. Question is, what are we going to cut down? See if they attack now. Might have prevented a big attack here. Hopefully that's the case. So we can block the portrait and make it smaller by killing any enchantment or spirits. Artifact owner enchantments. We can kill the Weaver and make it smaller. So opponent, I think, wisely decides to not attack. Opponent grabs the planes. Looks like they'll play it. They can get a Jukai Naturalist back, which is not the scariest thing. All right, let's draw something good here. Depopulate. It's not bad. Hey, depopulate's certainly not bad. I think that's what we'll be doing. So we'll attack with both. Get a Kaito. You take a counter off the Kaito to draw a card that way. Wrath was something we definitely were going to need eventually, so I'm glad we drew one here. Get a counter off the Kaito. Luxor. Interesting one there. I think we probably are going to play this for Fiend's Tower, even though we could cycle it. Okay, going on some damage. Okay, see what our opponents could have here. They could have another touch of Spirit Realm to bounce something and save it. It's definitely possible. We're still at 7 life. Something like Catilda could still get us here. Well, now they're losing a lot of their artifacts, enchantments, spirits, things of that nature. They are going to blink the portrait. Sure. Fine with that. Draw on our card. We had a multicolor citizen. Go play this deserted beach. And I think we're going to play the Luxor. First, we're going to draw with this Kaito. Very useful as a sunset. That's not bad, but don't think we want to play that right now. I think we're probably going to attempt to Wandering Emperor this turn. Not really sure. Obviously, Takanuma's on the board too. To return the Sanctuary Warden to our hand. So if they return, they can get anything if they discard the Kami. Which I think they should probably do. Get maybe this Weaver back or something. Discard a touch the Spirit Realm. Okay. Gets the Weaver back. Plays a Kami. Okay. And they're going to draw a card, and in response, I think we're going to kill the Weaver with this Wandering Emperor. Just get our value for it now while we can.
You are not much of a roadblock.
Generous Visitor, sure. Celestia's not bad here. Start building a board with Kaito and Wandering Emperor tag teaming.
It's like your defenses aren't even there.
Strike back.
Tap for a black. Target this Kami. And we're gonna blossom this Teferi, get the Celestis, and tap the Generous Visitor, tap a Shipwreck Marsh. And then we could equip this Luxor, but I don't think it's worth it. Just think we're gonna plan to block here. Or Takanuma. Getting to a point where a Teferi minus can get us a Wrath and put this game away. Just to land. Okay, so they can't attack this turn. So we're happy about that. Gonna Takanuma back the Sanctuary Warden. Milled a Wrath there. Take action. It's not bad, honestly. Better than our draw there. Go minus with the Teferi first. See what we can hit. Top 3 cards. Liliana, cut down. I think we'll take this Liliana. We can play both Sanctuary Warden and Liliana, which is nice. But I think, since we have a pretty good plan here, we're going to attack. We're going to draw a card with a Kaito here first. And I think we still do want to play this Sanctuary Warden. And Kaito's the one we care the least about the loyalty on.
Don't you see I'm trying
Cut
to
down
help?
solid draw. Yeah, I think we're gonna play this Liliana minus targeting our opponent.
Happy to help, but I've always hated clowns.
That means this cut down is probably not gonna get too much value. Maybe we should have killed the Generous Visitor first. Yeah, we probably should have done that first. That was on me. We definitely can Iganjo though. Doesn't matter. No, I don't think we could have Iganjo there, but it doesn't matter. We're just running over our opponent with the Esper Planeswalker value. GG. All right, and we're back with Esper Planeswalkers, a deck submitted by Slicers, and I think you had a pretty good showing of what the deck can do. Really, you're just trying to manage the board and play a Planeswalker every turn that just returns you value. Liliana is a removal spell. Wandering Emperor is a removal spell. Both also Planeswalkers. Kaito makes creatures, also draws you cards. Sorin makes creatures, also draws you cards. Teferi, really good with the Celestis, untaps your lands. The minus to draw you cards. Teferi, Temporal Pilgrim. It makes an entire army. I mean, what the output from this card is insane. Also draws you lots of cards if you're ready to turn into attacking. With the army you've made. Sanctuary Warden. You're really good with Planeswalkers. You can remove counters from creatures or Planeswalkers you control to make citizens when you attack or when it enters the battlefield. Really just great value all around with Planeswalkers. We have Depopulate and Path of Peril to control the board. You have Infernal Grasp and Go for the Throat and cut down his removal spells. And then you have Luxor Giada's Gift, which is a cute little card in this deck. It's a 1 mana legendary enchantment, legendary artifact equipment rather, and the equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each counter on it. Not a lot of creatures in this deck. Doesn't seem good until you hit the next portion of text which says equipped permanent isn't a planeswalker and is it a creature in addition to its other types. And loyalty abilities can still be activated. So now you can just get in there with your Teferi, who slows the sunset, who will be on 5 after you tick up. Your Teferi Temporal Pilgrim, who could be on 8 after drawing cards with Sanctuary Warden, the Celestis, Kaito, et al. So there really a lot of potential to attack your opponents. Their own planeswalkers, or just kill them if you know we get to a point where our board is stable. We have a Luxor in play and planeswalkers getting it done. So yeah, that's the entire plan of the deck. Just have a whole suite of lands otherwise. 1 Iganja, 1 Otawire, 1 Takenuma. You have 2 Plasma Heroes. A lot of the spells in this deck are legendary. Seems kind of free to me. Makes sense from Slicers. So yeah, that's the plan of the deck. See if we can get more dubs. Okay, we're going first. And if we draw lands, this hand will be pretty good, but it's a big if. See what we're up against. Black. Mono black. No, I don't think we want to show our opponent we got the Luxior. Yeah, his gift. Need to draw land here. We did. That was big. Alright, can I go ahead and pass? Next time we need to draw untap white land, probably. See what our opponent has here. Phyrexian Flesh Gorger, sure. Guess we're gonna go ahead and pass. Tough on the old lands front right now. Coming at us for 3. And a Sheldred, sure. Land was good. Cast us Depopulate. That's why we away the board. Problem is we're a turn behind now. I'm playing catch up with this Wandering Emperor. Buster. Okay, well, might give us some traction back in this game, but don't know if it'll really lead us to victory here. Wandering Emperor is something we're definitely happy to have up here, though. Is our opponent gonna attack with a Reckoner Bank Buster? Did not respect the Wandering Emperor at all? Guess not. This is pretty nice for us. Get their Reckoner Bank Buster out of the way.
I am almost sad to see you go.
Opponent, are they gonna pass? Or are they gonna play something we can cut down, hopefully? Be a big fan of that. Invoke Despair, sure, okay. That's pretty good. We're gonna play this Luxor right now and pass turn again with the Wandering Emperor up. Invoke Despair was good for our opponent there. And has 7 lands now. Look, we gotta read her, folks. Read her what Luxor does. Thran Spider. Okay. Sure. And a Reckoner Bank Buster. Sure. Go for it. Go to town, opponent. I think we are priced into this Wandering Emperor. Ooh, that we're fine with that. Because now we get to depopulate. I think we're pretty happy about getting to depopulate here. Yeah. One must be on a lot of artifacts. We've seen Flesh Gorger, Thran Spider, Bank Buster. I wonder what other artifacts they could have. Not drawing a land there is tough for us. We're really behind in the mana development category versus our opponent, but opponent's gonna go ahead and just draw here. We're sweeping the board, but we're not getting ahead on the board. Maybe we should have played Wandering Emperor last turn and... Okay, sure. And just gotten it going that way, not really sure. Another Thran Spider, okay. Get another Power Stone. I can only cast artifact spells with it. It's not ideal. But I think I am going to cast this Teferi.
Innistrad has been through enough. It needs our help.
Get a minus Teferi, see if we can hit a land or something.
Like a change of plans to keep things.
Shattered Sanctum, sure. Whip Teferi. It's a Planeswalker. And go ahead and pass. So we're getting a little low on life. I think that's gonna be the plan there. Also, maybe incentivizes our opponent to kill this Teferi, which we're, you know, pretty happy about. Just a Teferi. And Sheldred, sure. I think that means we're gonna kill this Thran Spider right now. Untap and go for the throat. Sheldred, keep up the Wandering Emperor. Opponent's just destroying us with this Invoke Despair. Yeah, opponent's got us down to 1 here. We're gonna draw. Another Teferi. Can't do much about that. Now we get this Wandering Emperor up. If our opponent has any creature, they're going to use it to crew the Bank Buster. If they invoke Despair, we're just dead. Opponent must not have had a creature. And gonna invoke us to death. GG's. Okay, our opponent goes first, and yeah, I think this is a solid plan. Liliana. Cut down kind of thing going on. And the Sorin, okay, I kind of get what we have going on. Hopefully this turn they play something we can cut down. Next turn something we can Liliana. Oh, we're definitely happy to cut that Gala Greeters down. Get the Sanctum going. Now hopefully they play just a 3-mana threat. Something that we can just Liliana. It's not that good of a Liliana target, but you know, we'll take what we can get. Hopefully we can get them to burn a spell or something to kill the rest of Liliana. See if they discard anything. This kind of strikes me as a Titan of Industry. I only discarded 1 card. It can't be that flooded. Ballet. Okay. Interesting.
Whatever. Luck favors the foolish, after all.
I think that's the plan. Just another Liliana. See if our opponent has another Valet.
Haven't you ever
Pass the turn. Cut down would have been really nice to have there. Didn't have a second one. Okay. Well, opponent is playing all of the value here. Fiend's Tower. Yeah, we're gonna plus. First thing we're gonna do, discard this Kaito.
Don't overthink.
Play Sorin probably. Minus get a 2/3 rolling. They got Fiend's Tower. And the plan is to draw a rat. That would be ideal. See if they did. What do they discard here? They don't discard anything. That means you probably have a removal spell for this 2/3 and a big hitter. Oh, just Jetmir in general. Okay. Vigilance. Okay, well, if they want to kill anything, they have to attack with both. And if they attack with both, we're going to kill the original. So they're going to kill the Liliana. I don't know what this one is. I think that's fine. Keep the Sorin alive. Another 2/3 that way.
Knew this was a waste of time.
Maybe we plus the Sorin. Because then we have to attack it with Jetmir. Yeah, see what we had when we plus the Sorin. Iganjo, that's solid.
Blood for knowledge.
Yeah, kind of happy about the Iganjo there. Now our opponent has to be
I could sneak right by, but I'm
pretty certain.
I got someone on the inside.
Well, yeah, they're just gonna get vigilance. Okay, so creatures they control have vigilance. But we are gonna get to Iganjo something. Yeah. Opponent's putting in this work. Can't copy the Jetmir, thankfully. Alright, we're gonna need to hit a Wrath sooner or later. They can't copy. They can't copy the reflection, I suppose. Something they could definitely do. But we're happy to block with this 1/1. Oh, is the Iganjo worth this card? I think we'd probably rather have a random card than Iganjo at this point. Just try to hit a Wrath, so yeah. I'm down to just kill this 3/2 reflection. Try to hit a Wrath here. Tower their 1/1. Loss on the Kaito. Loss on the Sorin.
What do we have here?
Feel another Kaito, sure. Draw a card with the Teferi.
I won't back down.
Just trying to get it as deep into our deck as possible right now. We do have a cut down, thankfully. So what our opponent tries to do here. Okay, we get some Samurai creature tokens with Vigilance. Opponent's creature has Vigilance and Trample. See what they're doing here. See how they're attacking. Okay, they get all these citizens. Should have cut down, because I don't have any way I can cut down anything. Yeah, we're just max blocking everything. Oh, they have double strike? Oh. GG's. I didn't know they were gonna have double strike. GG's. Ooh, okay. Well, we needed to find a Wrath, couldn't find it. If we did, I think this game's over. We didn't find a Wrath, they get the dub. That's how it works. GG's. Okay, we're going first, and I guess we'll keep this. Don't have a lot of early interaction going on, but hopefully we can get some early interaction of our opponents coming at us. I'm trying, hopefully, not to see Thalia here. Ooh, no Thalia. Okay. Sounds like a good time to get a Kaito going. Come on, it's Kaito.
Hope you're ready for some mind games.
Resolute reinforcements. Okay, well, can't kill our Kaito, thankfully.
Our defenses aren't even there.
Broker's Ascendancy. Yep. We know all about what's going on here. So we need to find Wraths and whatnot. That with a 1/1. Plus the Kaito. Wandering Emperor is solid.
There's no secret I can't.
Go ahead and pass the turn with it up. You going both at Kaito? We could just get a 2/2 going to block. But that's fine. Kaito's dead. Yeah, well, they play the rest of this.
I learned what I needed to.
Queen, all in all, of Ruadak. Power and toughness equal to creatures control. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to GSM minus and the resolute reinforcements here. Path of Peril, not a bad draw. It's gonna have to be something we do later, though. I think they're definitely killing this Wandering Emperor, so we might as well make a Samurai. And the hope here is that we can surprise our opponent with a Path of Peril. by sweeping an entire board next turn and also having a Kaito left over. So let's see, hopefully our opponent just dumped their hand and we have a Path Pair left over. And Kaito as well. Wedding announcement. Okay. They can attack with both, that's the question. Lone Speaker. They only attack with one. Looks like they are only going to attack with one. 4/4. Well, if we're going to Wrath, we might as well block. Would we rather have the 1/1 left over, or would we rather draw a card this turn? We'd probably rather have the 1/1 leftovers. I think we're just gonna we're gonna attack here, can't be blocked, destroy all the creatures, and make another 1/1. Now we're ahead on board. Opponent obviously can make a big board again, so we're gonna probably need another Wrath at some point. But we have the Sanctuary Warden going at least. Another Wrath's not bad there. Attack here. Plus on the Kaito. What do we hit? An Underground River.
I'll be taking that now.
Yeah, I think we're gonna play the Sanctuary Warden. We're gonna take a counter off of the Kaito.
Now this.
Make a 1/1. And now we get a free block and then a free depopulate next turn. So now it really incentivizes our opponent to play more into what we have going on here, just like they did with the Awaken the Woods. So we're pretty happy about that. In this instance, I think we can't do anything about it, so we're just gonna jump the 1/1. We're definitely gonna depopulate next turn, so that's fine by us. They're gonna draw a card, but so we have the depopulate. So we're gonna I don't think we want to attack with the 1/1, so we're gonna get a 1/1 back. So we're just gonna go ahead and depopulate here. They're gonna draw a card from the Queen all in all. We're gonna attack with a Sanctuary Warden. Draw a card and play the Celeste. Go to damage. Play the Celestis. Fiend's Tower down. Opponent is going to be able to make probably 1 or 2 more armies, so we probably just need to keep drawing Wraths or make armies of our own. Teferi does that pretty well. Another Broker's Ascendancy, but they're going to take lethal damage from the Sanctuary Warden. They're not careful. Tatiova. Opponent is playing a deck very similar to the decks we've played in the past. Okay. So yeah, I think we're just gonna Path of Peril on mana value 2 or less. Liliana sacrifice and attack our opponent for lethal. GG. Big W's. Well, hey, we got there. I'll take it. I'll take dubs any way we can get them. Yeah, I think we hit the wrap up now though. Okay, and we're back with Esper Planeswalkers here, and I think this is a solid Esper deck. I'll just start out by saying I would not craft this deck probably if you don't have a lot of the cards in this deck, because it is a wild card hog. Sanctuary Warden, Mythic Rare, Teferi, Mythic Rare, Teferi, Mythic Rare, Sorin, Mythic, Wandering Emperor, Mythic, Kaito, Liliana, Luxior, all Mythics. And then Celestis, Path of Peril, Depopulate are all rares. So obviously the whole mana base is rares, basically. I mean, yeah, sheesh, the wildcard rate in this deck is insane. So yeah, stuff there. I wouldn't craft it, and not because it isn't a good deck, and because you know, sometimes you have to sacrifice on wildcards to make a good deck. But because I don't think it's the best version of Esper. I think I've played an Esper Draw 2 deck on this this channel before in this format. I think that deck is better. I think just your standard Esper mid-range that you can net deck is probably better than this deck as well. But if you're really trying to lean into a Planeswalker heavy theme, I kind of like it. Luxior didn't really do that much for us, so I'm not really sure if it's like kind of a gimmick card or what. I think maybe you'd be better served cutting Luxior for a farewell, or I don't know, maybe another removal spell, or just maybe something to do on turn 2, some bank buster. I don't know, make disappear, what have you. I'm not really sure what would be best in that slot, but never, you know, unless you're playing a Planeswalker mirror, it doesn't really feel like Luxior is going to help that much. But if you're playing best of 3, which, you know, I don't showcase on this channel ever, but if you're, you know, best of 3 standard player, if you're playing this deck, maybe Luxior goes in the sideboard and you board it in against other Planeswalker heavy builds, and you kind of get them with it. I mean, they're not ready for it. They're, you know, your Planeswalkers are going to attack theirs, and that's a bunch of extra value you can gain. I will say I do really like the pairing of Sanctuary Warden with a bunch of Planeswalkers. Just being able to attack and remove a counter every turn is pretty nice. We've also done that with a counter themed deck, Broker's Ascendancy deck, and I think anytime you're triggering Sanctuary Warden multiple times, drawing cards, making 1/1s, you're ahead. If you don't have to remove those shield counters, and it's honestly really nice. That's why there's no farewell in this deck right now, at least I would surmise, because when you destroy all creatures with the Path Peril or the Depopulate, you keep this Sanctuary Warden around as long as you have at least 1 shield counter, which came up in that last game, was very relevant. So that's something to be mindful of. I would say the worst Planeswalker in this deck, and I don't really think it's close, is the Teferi, who slows the sunset. So I think if there are other, especially with Phexria, will be one coming out, I think you could easily sub out the 2 Teferi, and then the Celestis I want to say are probably in here because you're playing the Teferi. If you could sub those out for a really strong Esper colored Planeswalker, I think this deck could even take another leap. Other than that, Planeswalkers that double as removal spells are very good. If you can make sure your Liliana comes down at a point where it can minus and kill your opponent's only creature, it's super powerful. Wandering Emperor, just your opponents always have to respect it if you have 4 mana open and you pass the turn, which is really nice. And, you know, they'll try their best to play around, but it can be a hard card to play around, certainly. And then one of my favorite cards in Standard is Teferi Temporal Pilgrim. Didn't really get too much shine in the matches you're going to see in this video, but it just builds an army by itself. I just love playing the card in the deck, and having it on the battlefield just has me grinning ear to ear. It just does so much for 5 mana. I mean, really just takes over a game if unchecked, which, you know, you expect your 5 mana Planeswalkers to do, but, you know, the fact that the tokens have vigilance and that they grow and just into this huge insurmountable board presence is pretty insane. So gotta respect it there. And that's also, I think, maybe part of the why the Celestis is in the deck too, to just draw a discard, make your Teferi tokens even bigger as well. But yeah, I had a lot of fun playing this deck and recording this video. Thank you, Slicers, for submitting the deck, and I hope you all have fun on the ladder if you have all these cards already. If you don't, I wouldn't recommend building wild cards for it. Just throwing that out there again. Try to really hit it home. Righty, if you liked this deck, you'll probably like the last deck I made, or, you know, made a video about, also submitted by Slicers. Big Red on your screen right now. And if you would like your deck to be played on the channel, please submit it either in the comments or in the Google Sheets, or Google Forms rather, down in the description. And until next time, wherever you are, whenever you are, have a magical day.